this episode, we're going to take a look at this sketchbook, which holds a lot of my artwork for Sanjourno, episode 4 of the series I did, Sanjourno Must Die. Shall we take a look inside? Let's shall. What do we have here? This is the background art for a Miami apartment that I drew. It was a low-level drug lord's apartment. Obviously, he's not too rich. Right here are some empty art frames that I often do, and then I just insert the artwork later. That's kind of fun to make art just for this, or to repurpose artwork. I especially dig the track lighting here. It's very, very nice. Some palm trees, my standard palm trees that I draw. And there's the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. Very beautiful, and nice wood deck, if I do say so myself. Speaking of artwork, this is a piece of art that I did that I think goes in the frame, I believe, in this shot. So it was supposed to be like a weird 1980s kind of Patrick Nagel, the guy that did the Rio Duran Duran album cover. And had fun. I love doing background art and reusing it. That's a big part of my films. Big fun. This guy is just a standard thug with an Uzi, and if you notice here, there's a separate arm drawn because I think I replaced this arm and had his arm move back and forth there. And look, there's a lady in a bikini just sitting there in the corner of the page. So cute. This is the outside of the apartment. If you can see here, I drew a little speedboat here that I would animate floating, zipping across the water there. There's a guy with a gun, standing guard. I really like these rocks that I drew, this little deck. And I think I added dark windows here. Might have had a reflection. Did that in Photoshop later though. Some more interior decorating. This is another interior shot of the beach apartment. I really like just gives a creepy element having the sea there. And again, track lighting. Nice job, Jim. Very nice. And of course, the outside of Slippy's Bar and Lounge, run by a man named White Vince, a very low-level crime lord. And if you see here, it says use Miami Dolphins colors, which I would end up doing. Here's the interior of Slippy's. This staircase that leads somewhere precarious. These are lights that we're hanging on, and a big giant painting in the background. Had a lot of fun doing that. And some bad stuff happens. Here's a piece of artwork that I did for one of the pictures on the walls. Very beautiful there. So very Sharky. Here's an inside of the office. And this right here is Rudy Rodolfo, one of the guy that owns the Miami apartment. So very, very, very sinister looking guy. And of course, Rudy's holding a cigar separately. Where's his arms? I don't know. And these are some henchmen. This guy kind of reminds me of Marvin Gaye. I don't know why. But, this is another henchman. A very sweet-looking guy. Here's another guy. Educated henchman. You can tell because he has glasses. And there's a picture of Sanjourno, just kind of lounging. I would reuse this arm behind his body to animate it. That's why it's separate. But, there we go. Oh, here's some more artwork there. This is very erotic artwork. He's holding the cherries above the woman's mouth. Very erotic. Of course, I didn't color his hair, but... And a couple more henchmen here. This guy probably has stomach problems. I don't know why. He just looks like he has IBF or IBS. And this guy this guy reminds me of Richard Ramirez. He's wearing a Cuba Libre t-shirt. Very nice. And finally, last but not least, White Vince. His real name is Vince White. Probably an ex-football player, now a bar owner and a crime figure. Like his little t-shirt in there, the very 80s blazer look. And White Vince. Has white hair, has a dislocated nose from many years of fights in football. And there you have it. This is my sketchbook. White Vince. Go check out Sanjourno Must Die on Rugburn. I think I have a link here in my feed. And click on it and watch the whole series. It's 10 parts. They're about like 2 minutes each. And very 80s, very cheesy, and very, very Euro disco. Very erotic. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys later.